Hi, this is Paul from Parks Playback, and first of all I want to wish everybody a happy new year. And the idea for this video series I wanted to start up is one, to boost the YouTube channel a little bit, and by doing that is showing off my vinyl collection and what I've been getting throughout the months. So like doing a sort of like monthly vinyl haul, as it were, something like that, to that effect. You can see most of my collection over on Instagram, first and foremost, so if you want to go and check out some of the stuff I've already posted content-wise, please go give the page a follow, which is parks_playback. Be very much appreciated if you follow me on there, and you get to see more of the stuff I've shown off in the past of my collection, and you'll get a sense of a music collection, of quite varied taste, and you may have seen some of them bleed into the shorts that I've been posting up here on YouTube as well. So the idea is obviously just to keep growing the channel on both sides, from photos and then to sort of like making the video content on here through the short reels, and then these more long form content such as this. So I did obviously get some vinyls over Christmas, but if you want to see those, then it gives you a prompt to go and check it out over on my Instagram page. So today I've got 4 vinyls that I picked up over the Christmas period that kind of like came late back end of December, as a starting point, so you get a little taster of what's to come. But I think pretty solid pickups, if I do say so myself. And I say you'll get a sense exactly of like my varied taste in music. So to kick things off, we'll start with Ariana Grande's Thank You Next, which is for me a kind of I'm going to say guilty pleasure of her music, but for people who kind of know me, they probably wouldn't think, oh, you would like that sort of music. But there's just something about her voice is just like phenomenal. I've got a lot of her records, and this is probably one of my favourite, if I'm being completely honest. So much so that I wanted to get the deluxe sort of like upgraded version of the LP, because it comes in this very split colour from the standard black that I had before. I wasn't intentionally going to get this initially. I thought I'm going to get suckered in with this kind of coloured vinyl trend that keeps going to like reissues and stuff like that, but it was too good of an opportunity to pass up on, to get when it was sort of minted for like on a good price, because as I say, these things can go for quite a lot of money when you see them on sites, and the second-hand market is pretty bad for that. But this was like a golden opportunity to get it. I thought, you know what, I do like it so much, I really do want to have in the collection, so that's an upgrade for me on that. And to say, like, I do actually like the pattern it comes on. It's like the clear one side coloured the other, and kind of looks like a Pokeball in a way, which I'm a big fan of Pokemon as well, if you didn't know. So yeah, that's pickup number 1. Next up is something completely different, and it's more of a modern one that came out in 2025, and that is the album Getting Killed by Geese. This is classed as a, what I say, alternate rock band kind of thing, in terms of the genre, but it's very much out there in terms of like the style that it's coming across with the music. It's been on a lot of people's like top albums of the year last year. It didn't quite make it into mine, but I could see the appreciation for it. But as time's gone on and I had more chance to listen to it, like after thinking, well, there must be something in it, really, like I gave it a try, but it wouldn't gel with me initially to begin with. But I did sort of come to appreciate Cameron Winter's vocals that came with it. But this is a clear pressing. It's kind of similar to the other one without the colour, but very much minimal. But I did have to import this one from the States because it was kind of hard to get hold of here, as you know, with the popularity of the album and the success from places. It was, you just couldn't seem to find it for whatever reason. This also comes with this kind of like fold out poster kind of thing. I don't know if I can get it all in shot, but There's a Bomb in My Car is from the first track of the album, but it's you kind of get the sense from the get-go of that, and then what the album's got. But that's obviously the artists of the band there, and I think that's Cameron Winter at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see it focus, but yeah, he had a solo project, I think, that came out in 2020, late 2024 as well, which I haven't actually delved into that, so it might be something to have a listen to as well. And now that I've sort of gotten used to what he sounds like vocally, but yeah, no, I'm quite happy to have it in the collection. Played it to my wife the other day, and she was like, "It's okay, nothing really." I don't think she was that impressed with it, but maybe convince her as time goes on to, because this is a artist who is playing at Leeds Fest this year, and so like to see him live would be great, because I don't think I would like him as much as I kind of have done, but they are a pretty grower really. But yeah, no, that's another great pickup from this late last year. For number 3, we have another genre switch. This is more of a hip-hop record, and it is also another artist who is going to be at Leeds Fest later this year, and that is Dave with his second studio album, We're All In This Together. This was another good find over on Vinted. Very pleased with the purchase of this, because especially with this coloured pressing that it comes in, I thought, well, that seems crazy for like the price it was going for. So I'm thinking, with me liking the latest one he did last year, Boy Who Played the Harp, I kind of got a sense for his style of lyricism, and he wasn't one I sort of like pay attention to before, but from that, the strength of that album kind of made me pay attention, and then thought, well, I'm going to get this one as well, and it comes on this nice, like, orangey, opaque, like, swirly patterned vinyl on one LP. There's a very vivid colouring on the sleeves as well, which is quite nice. Even the outside packaging is quite premium. It's got like the embossed or debossed text foil on there. And this one, I believe, is like a more red colorization, but very slightly darker orange maybe, but I don't know if it'll come across on there as such. But yeah, no, it's really great. Very lucky to pick this up for such a good price, and it's almost like a sort of blind buy in a sense, because I hadn't actually listened to the tracks from it, but I thought the strength of the latest record he did, I thought I'm just going to get it, and I'm pretty much like on board with like the production that he's done and that. So yeah, no, that's a really great purchase. That is We're All In This Together from Dave. And save the best till last. This is another hip-hop record, one I didn't think I was actually going to get hold of, to be honest, because if you've seen the prices of this record on eBay, they do go for quite a considerable amount, secondary market. So it's quite fortunate for what I got. I think it is probably one of the most expensive ones I've bought, but not to what you see listed on eBay, thankfully. But that is mainly due to the import costs, because this did come all the way from the United States, and I did have to wait a good while to get it in. But with Christmas period being what it was, I was willing to I'll just wait out and eventually get it. So it is D12 with Devil's Night, and this is I believe limited to like, I don't know, was it 5,000 or 1,000 copies or something like that, something crazy, through the Interscope site. I think it's like a very exclusive pressing, so limited number of them obviously, and the price goes up, especially if you can't get onto the thing, you're not subscribed to that particular thing. But the only thing annoying about it is you can probably see there's two slight creases at the top, or tears or something going on there, which is a bit like bummed about, really. The fact that he's come damaged, but maybe that's why the person was selling it. But it's not the absolute end of the world. The most important thing is the discs themselves, which, as you'll see, they're very, very pretty looking colours. They're like this, if I can get them out the sleeve, and it's this like hellfire orange colouring, which honestly is like matches like the tone of the album as well, like the wrapping of the band and stuff. I was a big fan of D12. Like D12 World was probably the first album they've only done two, but there's hints. I think they're going to do a third one this year, so that's quite exciting. But this I'm very happy to have, and so I played some of the tracks on it, and sound great to have it to the collection. And that's the inner sleeve as well, which is great as well. Feels very like sturdy as well, I suppose, not like a flimsy cardboard or anything like that, but just really nice, and a big fan of Eminem as well, so it's great to have another project for him. I've got some other Eminem albums, but that's maybe for another day to go through. So there we have it. There's the first video of me going through some of my vinyls in the collection, and I hope you've kind of enjoyed what you've seen from me. So as I say, I'm hoping to carry on doing this monthly pickup videos of what I've get, and hope you'll stick around to see what I've been picking up over the month. So next one will obviously be for what I get in January, and yeah, just keep going from there with wanting to grow the channel, develop more content. I've got a lot of ideas of what I want to do with obviously like sharing my music taste and everything like that. So there's lots of exciting things to come for the future, and this is, I thought, is a good starting point to get things moving. So before I go, just obviously like to say thank you for watching once again. If you would kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel, that would be much appreciated. Give it a like, share it around, and obviously please do follow my Instagram page as well, as I post a hell of a lot more stuff on that page for you to look back on, and obviously I will keep posting on there as well for other updates and stuff like that. So yeah, that would be very much appreciated as well. So that's, once again, Parks_playback for that. So thanks very much for watching once again, and I'll speak to you next time.